Dear comrades, I'm ashamed speaking in English after the beautiful speech of my Quebecan comrade from Quebec. I fully support his struggle for linguistic independence. We are living the same in France, even if we are independent, but it's this dystopia of unique language in the world. It doesn't respect the peculiarities of all the people, so I fully respect him. But I know it's a bit late, there's too much pressure on the translators, and they asked me to be not to speak too long because it's late. So I want to expatiate on our program, anti-imperialist program. All is written, you have all in the details. Maybe I will concentrate myself on things that we don't have yet discussed. I think, for instance, the capacity to unite all the communist parties, not only the anti-imperialist and anti-fascist. I think you have done what is the most difficult to do, and I pay tribute to the imperialist platform and all its organizers, is to create this anti-fascist front, because it was so important to see in the conflict in Ukraine the resurrection of fascism with the help of American anti-imperialists. It was so necessary to realize that capitalism in Russia didn't achieve yet the stage of imperialism. If you don't understand that means that you didn't read Lenin. So that was a beautiful analysis, and then it was a marvelous organization. But as a communist party in France, we are the major splitter group from the French Communist Party, pole of communist renaissance in France, and we cannot be members. We are not leftists. We don't like splitters, breakers. We don't like that. We don't have this tradition. But we cannot be members anymore of the French Communist Party, because right now the French Communist Party has voted the war credits of NATO for Ukraine. It's not a neither nor, yes, it's not a neither nor position. You must understand that. They voted for the credits, so it's impossible. The question of war, peace of war for communists is you cannot negotiate on it. So. Thank you. But in our tradition of communists, we are fighting for the return of an international. I think the destruction of the Communist International was not the wisest thing that Stalin did. The problem is there was some attempts to recreate Communist International. We were part as our pole of the European initiatives of workers and communist parties in Europe, and it has been destroyed at the end of September by the Greek Communist Party of Greece. I'm afraid to say that, and I want to ask people here, because it has been a long time that it didn't be in Greece. I have love for Greece. I want to understand what's happening. This very day, today, that's why I'm talking about it. It's breaking news, as the English say. The KKK is creating a new international with 12 parties. We were 29 parties before. They decided to break it, to expel the others. They did a Zoom conference without any vote, and at the end, a guy named, I should name him a comrade, but for me it's a guy, Comrade Yorgos Marinos. He came that, and he decided, okay, we cannot, after 2 hours of debate, without reaching a majority, but I think we had the majority to prove there are 12, and we were before, we were 29. So they decided to destroy this organization, European organization. We were part of it for 20 years, almost 20 years. That's And they decided, as they were, it's a feudal way of dealing things. As we were not partners, and we were not comrades, but as we were their servants. And they decide they are the masters, they decide to divide. Is Athens the centers of communist internationalism? I asked it. And I have a great love for Greece, I can assure you. I needed fresh air. I took a coffee in a bar. And for me, that's something that I want to tell you. It was fantastic. I go into this bar, and it was written, no smoking. Okay, I sit. I don't smoke, that was not a problem. It was written, no smoking. I sit, and the waitress comes to me, and she gives me an ashtray. I said to myself, that's a beautiful country, I must absolutely come back, I must understand. I think that we are trying to understand Greece for 2,000 century years. We will reach it. That's the place where dialectics were created. Heraclitus, Socrates, that's fantastic. Most of the people are ashtray. Now, I have great pleasure to understand the Greeks, but now I'm not so great pleasure to understand the Kukui, the KKE. Yeah? So we want to know, because we have a lot of respect for their history. Of course, the heroic history that told us that they had this heroic history is true. But I said to myself, all communist parties in the world have heroic history as well. So we must respect each other. But we refuse this destruction of our organization. We want to recreate things. We are very happy and honored to be a member of this anti-imperialist and anti-fascist platform. If I'm in Athens here, I'm not here for a long time, but I wanted to meet some Greek comrades in order to understand what happened, what could be changed, what we can do together. So thank you, comrades.